Today we're doing something a bit different, focusing on just one single source document.
That's right. It's from a homeopathic materia medica.
And we're going to unpack everything it says about one specific plant, Canchalagua. It's kind of amazing how much detail is in there.
Absolutely. And maybe we should quickly say what a materia medica even is for anyone wondering.
Good point.
It's basically like an old guidebook for medicines, a collection of info on what different substances do, therapeutically speaking.
But they're not just lists, are they?
No, not at all. What's fascinating is how incredibly specific the observations often are. Really detailed stuff.
Okay, so Canchalagua. The scientific name is Erythrea venusta.
Yes, or centaury is another common name you might hear.
And our source says it was used pretty broadly, like a fever remedy, obviously.
Right, and also as a bitter tonic. It even compares it to gentiana, which is known for being intensely bitter.
It also mentions antimalarial and antiseptic uses. Sounds quite versatile.
It does, but the text gives clues on when to use this specific plant.
How so?
Well, it specifically mentions severe types of intermittent fever, the kind you'd find in hot climates.
Ah, okay, so that points towards malaria or similar conditions.
Exactly. And it was also used for influenza, apparently. So it wasn't just a generic bitter thing. The key was in the specific symptoms.
Which brings us to the sensations. This is where it gets really interesting, I think.
Definitely.
This source describes a general feeling. Sore, as if bruised all over. You can kind of imagine that achiness.
Yeah, like after a really heavy exertion or, well, like when you have the flu.
But then there's this other sensation. It says sensation of drops falling from and upon different spots.
Isn't that strange? It's so specific.
It really is like water drops just appearing and falling on you.
It makes you wonder how they even described that or how common it was for patients to report something so poetic almost.
It really emphasizes focusing on the patient's unique experience, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That subjective feeling was diagnostic gold back then. Maybe something we sometimes overlook now with all our tech.
And there's more on the head specifically. Congestion, okay, that's fairly standard. But then the scalp sensations. Scalp feels tight, head feels as if bound.
Right, like a tight band around the head.
And it gets even more descriptive. Scalp feels tight, as if drawn together by India rubber.
Wow. India rubber, that's such a vivid analogy. You could almost feel that tension, that pulling.
It really paints a picture. And they didn't stop there. It mentions associated things too.
Like,
burning in eyes and buzzing in ears.
so a whole cluster of symptoms around the head and senses, not just isolated feelings. They were mapping out the entire picture.
Okay, let's circle back to the fever since that seems like a primary use.
Right.
It says chill all over.
A general chill then.
Yes, but with a specific timing. Worse in bed at night.
Ah, that's a useful detail. The modality, as they'd call it. Worse at night.
And here's another incredibly specific one. Sensitive to cold trade winds on Pacific coast.
Get out. Really? Pacific Coast trade winds.
That's what it says. I mean, talk about specific environmental triggers.
That is astonishingly precise. It shows how much they valued the patient's context, their environment, as part of the illness pattern.
It really grounds the remedy in a particular place and condition.
And alongside that sensitivity, it reiterates the general feeling, general sore and bruised feeling, nausea and retching.
So a really miserable, achy, nauseous chill, worse at night, potentially triggered by coastal winds.
You're building a very clear picture there. That's exactly what these entries allowed practitioners to do.
Now this next one, the skin symptom, is just described as wrinkled like a washerwoman's.
Huh, that's brilliant, isn't it?
It's so visual, you immediately know what kind of wrinkling that implies. Pruny, waterlogged looking skin.
Exactly. Again, using these incredibly relatable everyday analogies to capture a physical sign. It's memorable.
So practical. And finally, let's talk preparation. This is critical, apparently.
Okay, dosage.
Yeah, it recommends tincture and drop doses. Seems straightforward.
Dual doses then. Typical for homeopathy.
But here's the kicker. The tincture must be made from the fresh plant, not dried.
Oh, interesting. So it's not just a suggestion.
No, it seems crucial because it explicitly states its medicinal properties are lost in the dry.
Wow. Okay, so whatever the active compound is, it's volatile or degrades quickly upon drying.
Right. It's like this early empirical understanding of, phytochemistry.
Absolutely. They knew from experience that the fresh preparation worked and the dried one didn't. That's generations of observation boiled down.
It really underscores the level of detail and, honestly, the practical know-how embedded in these texts.
It does. Trial and error, careful observation. passed down.
So that was quite a journey through just one entry for Canchalagua.
It's amazing, isn't it? How much can be packed into such a short description?
Totally. From that general bruised feeling to, the falling drops, the rubber band scalp, the washerwoman's skin.
It really makes you appreciate the level of observation these practitioners had. It's a real window into how illness was experienced and understood differently, perhaps more subjectively, but with incredible detail.
So as we wrap up, maybe something for you, the listener, to think about.
Yeah.
We've seen these super specific, sometimes quite strange sounding sensations described here. Makes you wonder.
What else might be out there?
Exactly. What other very specific, maybe even unusual physical feelings that people describe? What keys might they hold to understanding health or illness in a deeper way?